Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in to yet another video. If it is your first time here, my name is Naledi Swaratlhe, and if it is not your first time here, welcome back fam. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing the 5 things that I learned in 2019. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 things that I learned in 2019. Boy, has it been a long year. Like, it's been super long. It's been all over the place. It's literally just been a roller coaster, and I've learned so much from it, cried a lot, rejoiced even more. There was just a lot of moments that were teachable moments throughout the year, and in this video I'm just going to be honest with you guys about them and share them with you, and hopefully like you can relate, and maybe you also feel like you learned the same things in 2019, and also just a bit of advice from the experiences that I picked up from 2019, how I felt about it, and yeah, so forth. So hope you enjoy this video. It's gonna be like a really nice chit chat video. I've never done like this kind of setting video. I'm always like, you know, doing my makeup and tutorials and everything. By the way, I just filmed a makeup tutorial. It's a soft glam makeup look. I really like it. It looks like this, so please do check it out. I will put a card up on the screen somewhere in the video so you guys can check it out, or I will leave it in the description box, the link in the description box so you guys can check it out. But without further ado, let's get started into this video. Oh, before that, please subscribe, please. Yes, great, thank you. So these are the 5 lessons that I learned in 2019. I'm just gonna say 2019. This 2019 thing, why? Like, why? Anyways, lesson number 1. Lesson number 1. So no one is going to do it for you. This is the biggest lesson that I feel like I have learned throughout this year. A lot of the times we wait for things to happen for us. A lot of the times we think that no, it'll happen, let me just relax, you know, life will just work itself out, those modules will pass by themselves, those semester tests will write themselves, that exam sis will sit itself. Right? Can you guys relate? A lot of the times we do that. We're just like, no, life will just work itself out. As much as I do believe in, you know, life working itself out, you still have to put in the effort. You can't just wake up and be like, you know what, it'll happen. No, you got to put in the work. So no one's gonna do it for you. This is what my mom always tells me, like, no one's gonna come from the heavens and no one's gonna wake up from the dead to save you. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta keep on working at it by yourself. That is one of the biggest lessons that I've learned. Like, you wait for things to happen for you, you wait for people, and people disappoint a lot. So it's not something that I would say is very smart to do. So do not wait for anyone and just do things yourself, honestly, like, for real. And then lesson number 2, I don't want to make this video long, so it might seem like I'm rushing through the lessons, but I don't want to keep talking because this video might be a 30-minute video. Not the intention. Number 2 is self-love is the most important kind of love. This is so true. I've always been an advocate for self-love. If you guys have watched or have read my blog post, if you don't know about my blog, please do check it out. I will link it in the description box. And also I do have like a link on my channel art. You guys can check it out for my blog. So yeah, just click on it and you'll see all my blog posts, what I think about, what I write about. There's some real deep stuff there, but yeah, do check it out. So basically I wrote this one post about self-love and how important it is to love yourself, because to be honest with you, no one's gonna love you without you loving yourself first. Like my little brother always says, like, even more. I wonder if he's watching this video, but it's true. Like, love yourself, you know, before you want to be loved by somebody else, and before you want to be committed into a relationship, because I promise you there's no relationship that will work out without you being content and happy with yourself and loving yourself. Like, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, a romantic relationship, family stuff, like, if you just don't love yourself, and loving yourself, I'm not just talking about physical stuff. Obviously the physical does come into play, but like being content with who you are. Like, even if someone was to come from Johannesburg or KZN or Devon or whatever, and they came here and they're like, you know what, Naledi is this kind of person and I hate her and whatever, it wouldn't change a thing about you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you will still feel the same way you do feel about yourself, and that is self-love. There's different forms of showing yourself self-love, physical care, taking care of yourself, and just truly being happy within yourself. So that is lesson number 2. Like, I'm still learning it and I'm still going through it, but listen, self-love is literally the best kind of love. Lesson number 3: solitude is not equal to loneliness. Y'all, when I tell you this year has been long for me in terms of, like, I've noticed which kind of people are my friends and which kind of people are not my friends. And there were times in my life where I had to, like, isolate myself from groups and from people in general, just to see, like, who will check up on me, who will call Naledi, who will actually care, not pretend like they care. And yeah, it's just been that kind of roller coaster where I've literally just isolated myself and been by myself a lot, not in a depressing kind of way, but just, you know, to reflect and to understand who's really for me, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of people confuse being alone by yourself with being lonely. They're not the same thing. They might sound similar. If you look it up in the dictionary and you check the thesaurus and whatnot, it might seem like they're synonyms and they're similar, but they're not the same thing. Like, solitude just means that you seclude yourself from society and you just reflect and you just want to work on something with regards to yourself. And it's very important, because if you're constantly living in a busy life and you're constantly living around people, you'll never get to that point in your life where you reflect with yourself to check, am I doing the right thing, am I in the right path, what do I like, what do I not like, because you're constantly going to be like around these voices and people, and it's not good. Like, you always need to have that moment and just isolate yourself for like a minute to just reflect on a lot of things. And loneliness, on the other hand, is more like, it's sadness. It's more of a sadness connotation. Like, you seclude yourself, you in a lonely kind of way, like, you sad that you're secluded. It's not the same thing. A lot of people, when they see someone alone, they're like, oh my gosh, she's so lonely, she's so sad. Sometimes, no, I just like my own company. Like, your own company should be the best kind of company. If you can literally live by yourself and you're happy with it, trust me, like, there's no one that can come from the heavens and change that in your head. And you'll be in and out of relationships if it happens, but you'll still be content with the fact that I am happy alone. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, self-love, it also goes interchangeably with self-love as well. And also realizing that just because you're by yourself, it doesn't mean you're lame and lonely, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's one thing I've learned, that solitude and loneliness is really not the same thing, and people should not continue to use it like it's the same thing, because it's not. Solitude is very important, you guys. I talk too much. Number 4, so this is the second last lesson that I learned, is that some relationships are there for a season and a reason. So a lot of the times when you meet someone, we're thinking that they're going to be there forever, and that's a good thing. I mean, it's very good to be hopeful. It's not always good to be negative and be like, oh no, she's probably just here for like a few seconds and then she'll bounce, or he's here just to use me and then he'll bounce. Because I mean, life could throw you in directions where you start looking at people like that, you stop trusting people. But there's some relationships that you build with people and friendships and stuff like that that are just meant for a specific season, like to grow you, to teach you lessons, to to just basically teach you something, a lesson in some way, in one way or the other. In one way or the other. And some are there for a lifetime, and it's okay when you realize that a relationship is just there for a season and not forever. You get what I'm saying? I'm not one to talk about my personal stuff on YouTube because I don't know, I really don't like sharing and I really don't like getting emotional as well, especially in front of people. I'm more of a secluded person. I'd rather cry by myself. But basically, I've been through ups and downs in the romantic department, in love and everything, and it's been rough, and you get to that point where you're just like, what is the point of trying? Why am I even trying to be in a relationship anymore? And it's just it gets to that point where you're just like, I want to give up on love. That was me somewhere along the lines of this year. I won't be specific with the dates and the times, but yeah, it's been a roller coaster for me. And sometimes you just gotta realize that some people romantically, sometimes they're just there for a specific season. They're not there forever. As much as you hope for, you're like, no, this is like my husband, this is my one, or this is my wife, this is my one. Sometimes maybe they're just there to teach you lessons. Maybe they're just there to be with you for a specific chapter in your life. And when you're finally ready to move to the next chapter, then, maybe they're just not meant to be a part of it, And sometimes we grow out of people and other people grow out of us, if that makes sense. You might not be in the same levels or the same paths, and sometimes your paths just go like this, and I'm talking friendships as well. And you just gotta let it be, because a lot of the times you want to stick with someone all the time, but you don't realize that your paths are need to part ways. Your paths are different kind of paths, and sometimes you just gotta walk it separately. And so yeah, that's the one thing I learned, especially also in romantic relationships. Don't try and force things. I know it's a very complicated department. I don't like talking about it because it's so complicated. It's not as easy as a lot of people make it sound and seem. So yeah, it's one of the hardest things I had to learn this year, that some relationships just don't work out and you just have to let it be. It's fine, I'll see you on the other side of life, maybe, or not. But with that being said, it's always nice to cherish the nice relationships, cherish the good moments. I never regret anything, love, relationships, friendships, family ships, whatever. I never regret anything. But if we are to part ways, let's just keep the good memories intact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was the hardest lessons I had to learn, that sometimes you just gotta let it be. And then the last but not least lesson is, don't let the bad days make you feel like it is the end. A lot of the times we go through really rough patches in our lives. We go through phases where it's like you don't want to wake up. You're tired. You just don't want to try. You're just like, what's the use? Why? Especially in school, guys, varsity is not easy. If you're watching this and you want to go to varsity, it's not easy as people make it seem. And literally every single course that you can think of has its difficulties. A lot of people think, no, law is just the only one that's difficult, or medicine is just the only one that's difficult, or engineering. There's a lot of degrees out there that are just not that easy to get. I feel like if it was easy, everyone would do it and everyone would get it. So it's just one of those lessons that I had to learn, that there's gonna be bad days, there's gonna be good days, you just have to keep on going. And even though those bad days might seem like they're coming at you like this, you just have to keep on going. Like, it's that simple, you know. Okay, not that simple, I take that back. But you get what I mean. Like, you just have to keep on going, because giving up is not an option. Like, you've come way too far to just give up. I mean, 20 years, I'm 20 years, I don't know how old you are, my viewer. 20, 18, 19, 21, 22, younger, 15, 16, 17. Alice, like, you've come too far to just give up right now. And it's one of the biggest lessons I've learned. Like, you're gonna have crappy days, you're gonna have, excuse my language, but you're gonna have those days where it's just like, it's not worth living. You just feel like we're done here, like we don't have to keep on going. It's normal. Like, you can't have a smooth straight life. No one was ever promised a perfect life, you know what I'm saying? So when you have those days, just feel them. Like, feel whatever you're feeling, cry about it, throw a little bit of your tantrums if you're a tantrum person, a bit of your bad moods here and there. I'm a very moody person. I do throw my moods here and there. And after that, after feeling those emotions and crying about it and feeling sorry for yourself, pick up yourself the next day. Cry, but finish. Like, don't cry forever and forever and forever and forever, because then you're not gonna get up and try again. You hear what I'm saying? So that was one of the most important lessons I learned this year. Like, don't let those bad days define you or say that's you. Don't let those failures say that's you, you know. They're just obstacles. They don't make you a failure. You're not a failure. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, overall 2019 has been a great year of a lot of lessons. It's also been shaky. Really shaky. I don't want to get into the emotional bits of it, because we might just sit here all night. I'm actually filming this video at night. It's so dark outside. It's literally, oh my gosh, it's 23:50. Wait, what is it? Oh my gosh, it's 23:35. It's so late. But yeah, I do this for you guys and for YouTube. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, you guys. Please do comment down below what your lessons were, which one resonated with you, one of my lessons, if any one of them did resonate with you, and how you felt about it. And yeah, let's just keep sharing. I like, you know, talking to you guys in my comment sections. So yeah, that is it from my side. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the constant support and love, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.